So you know those analysts, right? They say, I really like Euro US dollar buy, or I really like pound Aussie dollar sells, right? That information is irrelevant. Because imagine I said to you now, buy Euro US dollar. You would be like, when, where, how, at what price, at what level? And these are the questions we're going to answer right now. There are a million different ways you can enter a trade. But what we're going to do is look at the key levels where you must trade from and therefore increase the probability of your trade success. We're also going to show you how to accurately plot these levels so that you have the confidence and the confluence to trade them yourself. It's one thing having a bias on a currency pair, but the trick is to pinpoint the entry. So let's dive into the charts to illustrate this. Now you hear lots of traders say, I use support and resistance, or I use supply and demand, or I use fair value gaps, order blocks, trend lines, indicators, right? Now, all of these are correct. I'm not saying any of them are wrong, but what I am going to show you is the power of confluence. And if we use a few of these things combined, you are going to find higher probability setups. Okay, so let's try to understand what I'm saying by looking at this piece of chart, right? Now this is pound US dollar, okay? And as you can see, structure has broken down, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows. So we're looking for sells. And, you know, the $1 million question is, where can we sell from, right? And I'm going to combine support and resistance levels with trend lines and indicators to show you the power of this confluence, right? So let's start with simple support and resistance, okay? So you can clearly see, I'll add this level up here, but you can clearly see there's a level through here, right? And all I'm looking for is price to hit a level a few times, okay? So there's a support and resistance level, right? The next one is in here. You can see this low here on the chart, but you can also see these to the left. So I want to include the high of that candle and come through and include the low of that candle. So I've included this level and I've included these levels over here. So when you're plotting support and resistance, look left to see if it's, you know, been a good area for price to react at previously, and this has, right? So that's a good level. You also need support and resistance levels for targets, and you can see this level here. This is an important level because this is where we had a real big push from. So again, I'm going to pinpoint that level, but I'm also going to look left so you can see we've got this level through here. Okay, so this is a support and resistance level as well. So those are the main support and resistance levels on this chart. I also spoke about trend lines. So let's put the last couple of highs together, right? And let's drag this down here, right? So there's the last couple of highs. I've just joined those together, okay? And you could see that this could potentially be an area to trade from again. All right, so now you can start to paint a picture, right? We want to sell this market because we're in a downtrend, and all of a sudden, this looks like a pretty good area because not only do you have a trend line resistance, but you have vertical support and resistance as well. Now, let me add one more thing to this chart. And this is an indicator that we use at Simply Forex. And guys, if you want access to this indicator, then please come join our free Discord channel. The link is down below. Come join it and check out the indicator. And we're going to use this as dynamic support and resistance, right? A lot of people use the moving average 20 or the moving average 50 as dynamic support and resistance, right? So worth pointing that out. So now we want all of these things to align, or at least two of them. Okay, so let's play this chart along now. And as you can see, right, we've got up to this level. Now, you can see the importance of this trend line combined with this level, because these candles actually reacted at that level, right? But we never got any follow through. But now we're combining this level and the trend line. There's more confluence, right? And now look at the next candle, right? Sellers have taken control of this market, okay? Now, you can also see that price has tapped our smart river as well. The fact that it's red is signifying a downtrend, right? So not only have we tapped horizontal support and resistance, we've also had this trend line, and now we've had our indicator. So this becomes a very strong area for sells. There's lots of confluence. Okay, we get the big bearish candle we're looking for, and now we can aim to take it back down to the next key support level. All right, so let's see how this plays out. And there you go, guys. Pretty quickly, right, it comes down and hits target. Okay, this would have been our target. We'd have started selling in here, stops above here. But we're still in a downtrend. We're still looking for sells, okay? If we play this along now, right, again, it's bouncing off that level, we get lots of confluence, because now, as the market has moved on, you can see these lows in here. This has become an important support and resistance level, right? It was support, it broke, become resistance, and it becomes good resistance again. Plus, we've got the trend line still intact, and we've got our smart river coming down as well. Lots of confluence, great level to sell from. Again, I'm only looking to take price down to the next piece of support, stops above here, and I would let some profit run potentially. Okay, so let's see how this one plays out. Okay, and again, right, we get another setup. It actually breaks this low, right? So we're getting lower lows. We get another nice bearish setup. Okay, and let's see how this one plays out. Okay, this time we get taken out of the trade, right? And it's no coincidence that we've started to break this trend line as well. Okay, so price is more than likely going to start pushing up from this level. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, right? In this piece of chart, we had great trade, and then we eventually had a losing trade, right? No strategy is fallible. But my point is confluence when using areas to trade from is the key. And whether you call it fair value gaps, supply and demand, support and resistance, trend lines, use indicators, make sure a few of those marry up to give you the confidence and confluence to take the trade. And if you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys, please don't forget to come join our Discord channel. The link is down below, and I'll see you next time.